Victoria. Her name is Bianca. Bianca, good morning. Welcome to Get Up and Go Breakfast. I've never met you before, and this is an absolute pleasure. Hope you're well.
Good morning. Thank you, Brad. Yes, it's a rainy, wet morning, Friday morning here in Pretoria.
Uh-huh. Well, we would love some of that rain, so you're very welcome to send some our way. We wouldn't mind that. Now, I don't even know where to start, Bianca, because I thought, we're going to talk music, or we're going to chat about your new single. I can't wait to play. Nothing comes close to you. And I'm curious to find out, I was chatting to your publicists and they're telling me all about you. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be so exciting. Then I read the story about your life and I'm like, waar begin 'n mens, Bianca? I'm like, so I just want to start here. Being a creative and being somebody who creates music like you do, and clearly from the work that you do, God's placed this wonderful creative ability inside of you. Tell us a little bit about your dreams when you were younger about expressing yourself musically.
So it all started at the age of 3.
Mm-hmm.
Music was always a part of me. My dad played that's the organ. You remember the old organs, like
Yes.
the Yamaha organs? And my aunt also, she had a music school in Cape Town. So music was always a part of me and took music lessons during school, did all the Astet fits. And then I thought to myself, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I
Mm.
just want to sing. And so I started compiling, so you have to have your own song. So by 25, and it's quite hard getting a record deal,
Yeah.
fighting your way through in the music industry. So by 25, I got my first record deal and record label, and I did the contemporary pop rock Afrikaans type of thing. And you really had to push through it, and that was really tough
Mm.
because the person that I had to become to do that, I mean, yeah, if I look back, I don't want to be that person anymore because
Mm.
you start to sing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And by the age of 28, I just decided, no, I want to focus. I met my husband. I want to focus on family, and um, I've got two beautiful boys, and yeah, it's just, I think your life has different seasons. So I'm in a new season in my life, new journey, and I think God led me to this, what I must do now. This is
Mm. Y-
my greatest purpose now,
Yeah,
is doing.
I'm so happy that you can confidently say that this is the purpose that I have for my life. I mean, you've mentioned the fact that you're married and you've got two beautiful kids. I mean, the journey between, when that first album came out and you had your two beautiful kids. I mean, you've walked a path. I mean, I don't want to miss this because you're saying God has been walking you through this, but He's been shaping and molding you, but not just summer. I mean, you've had to deal with some really big stuff. I mean, like cancer, for example. That's no small thing.
Yeah, so at the age of 25, I found out I had cervical cancer. So there's a lot of variants. So I just want to explain it. So
Mm-hmm.
I had the one that is part of the human papillomavirus. I hope I
Okay.
say it correctly. So but the words, that word cancer was spoken over me.
Yeah.
So once I understood it, I could remember vastly sitting in that doctor's and she just said, "You know why you're here?" I'm like, "No, I don't know why I'm here. I'm 25. What's wrong?" It's like,
Mm.
"You've got cancer."
Wow.
And she explained, but it's like, she explained, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't
My attention
understand.
wasn't there. I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna die now." That's what's in your head at the
Yes.
point of 25. But yeah, it's not that severe. So I had to go in for an operation and they removed everything. Luckily, I was one of it was caught early.
Mm.
So, but because of that, I think and then the second phase was, okay, now I met my husband, and then
Yes.
I struggled for three years with fertility due
Mm.
to that. Um, so yeah, it was quite a journey because the word cancer I don't want to hear ever
I'm
because you
sure.
think you're gonna die. Really, I think on the I mean, you're 25 years old. You don't think you're gonna have a disease like that at 25.
What did that do for your dream? Because you just said you had this dream in your heart from when you were a kid, and then the dream started to full and become a reality. And now I've got this record deal, and now I'm on stage, and now I'm recording albums, and I'm in studios, and now this. I mean, did
This,
you think it was
well,
the end of the dream?
I did. I promise you I did. I thought to myself, and I actually questioned God a lot. I said to
Mm,
him, why now? I've you've given me this opportunity now to live my dream, and why this?
yeah.
Why this now? And I think I had to walk through it. I've got this saying, I've watched Chosen now so many times, and
Yeah.
I always see this where Peter walks on water with Jesus and he loses his faith. And
Yes.
in that storm, God doesn't take you around the storm, He takes you through it.
Mm. Yeah, these are powerful
So
words.
I had to walk through the storm with Him to get where I am today.
Wow. And then the struggle, I mean, you started off telling us about your beautiful family. So I mean, when you're told you're going to struggle, cervical cancer, you're going to struggle to fall pregnant, you did struggle for 3 years. En nou staat
I'm
twee
not
kinders. So what happened? I mean,
Those
is
are
this
two kindertjies.
and
Yeah, two boys. The one is
beautiful.
12 and the other one is 9. And they actually told me, you're not going to have children. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen to me. This is not going to happen. I'm not falling for this.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been a battle, but I've got Marnie and I've got Owen and I'm not looking back. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a journey.
I just want to say, we're not chasing the drama here, but this is your real life and this is your story. A dream, then a cancer diagnosis, then told you can't have children, and then it didn't end there. You're still trying to create music, you're still trying to do what God has called you to do, and then you get told that you have a autoimmune disease and you're having to live with unbearable pain. I mean, Bianca, let's just be honest. I mean, this is one journey. I mean, what kind of conversations were you having with God in your life? Wat nou weer?
Yeah, so the autoimmune, my sister also has the same autoimmune. Hers was diagnosed very, very early.
Ah.
So I've spoken to the doctor. You can have the autoimmune and it needs to be activated. So after my kid's birth, your hormones change, your
Hmm.
body change, and they think that's what relate now to this
I see.
AS. It's a mouthful, ankylosing spondylitis. I hope I say it right.
Sounds correct.
But the short term is AS. And it's an autoimmune that affects your spine, your movement, your everyday being. So you get like what they call it. Mm, Inflammation
Okay.
all over in your body, and then your bones start to grow together. It starts in the lower spine in your back, and it moves upwards. And it's more
Wow.
severe in men than in women,
Mm-hmm.
actually. So yeah, there was literally days when I couldn't get myself from my bed to my bathroom.
Wow.
Basic things. But being a mom, you have to wake up, you have to pack the lunch boxes, you have to take them to school.
Yeah.
That kept me motivated and just keep going to show them the strength that I've got, and my husband supporting me in every way.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the word, it was a constant battle because there's
Yeah.
more to the
I
story.
know, and this
Um,
year, I think what makes the story so incredible is that God did something amazing, not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago, some of this year. Tell us about that.
yes, so in June, July, so that's our winter holiday and our school holiday.
Mm.
We went to Durban, and I was sitting there at the ocean, and I had another how did I call they call it an inflammation flare up basically.
Okay.
And in that moment as well, one of my colleagues, close colleagues, passed away as well. And that accumulated inside of me. And this
Mm.
flare up just got very, very severe. And I got home. I remember it was my son's birthday, the 20th, and the 2nd of July. Yeah, the 22nd of July. I had flu as well. So I
Mm.
got sick as well. And I had a pity party that day. So I switched off my phone, I switched off the computer, did no business. I was asking my mother to pick up the kids, and I had this intense conversation with the Lord. Why?
Mm.
Why?
Yeah, what a
Sorry.
journey. No, what a journey you've been on. I mean, and to get to this point as well, where you're saying, I've just got to really get raw and real in front of God and try to get to the bottom of what's going on.
And I just said I had enough.
Mm.
I had enough of this pain. That morning at 4 o'clock, I remembered I was tossing and turning because people that's listening that has AS, there's no constant way that you can remove the pain. You can
Mm.
damp it with painkillers and stuff like that. So you thought, it's the right side, then 5 minutes later, it's the left
Yeah.
side. And in my mind, I also had this conversation. And 4 o'clock that morning, I just heard
Mm.
like a sharp pinch, like a knife pulled out of my back.
Yeah.
And the pain was gone, and the words, it is done. It's
Sure.
done. And until today, I haven't had one tablet, one cortisone drip.
Wow.
I wasn't at the ER. I still have back pain, but I think it's because of the fusion. The fusion is already there,
Mm.
but it's not that severe, to be honest. I can
Wow.
be off, because the pain changes you. It
Yeah.
dims your personality. You become mean because you don't sleep. Um, you get sleep deprived, you get aggravated, and you get impatient. So pain really changes you as a human being.
Mm. Well, your story is it's phenomenal. I mean, the journey. I love one thing that you said, though, is despite everything, you still said, I'm just going to stop everything, cancel everything. Mom, lend a hand. This is about me and God. Not you're turning back on God, not saying I'm done with God, not this is not for me, not God doesn't care, God doesn't love me. And that speaks of a solid faith, Bianca. I mean, to say, despite everything, God, I'm going to wrestle this out with you, but my faith is strong and we're going to get to a point where something's going to happen and to be in this place. So just from an outsider looking in, I just so admire your faith and your strength through every bit of difficulty. So for what it's worth, I mean, well done. I mean, that's that takes some doing, let's be honest.
It hasn't been easy. It's still not an easy journey, I must be honest. There's still so more growth I see in myself, and where I started last year starting writing again, and where I am today. It's just the person that I've become. I
Mm.
can see really, really, really moving me in a more clear direction.
And now you're creating, out of this comes a song, Nothing Comes Close to You. Now we understand the song because now we kind of get all the stuff that you've been through: rejection from record labels, success in the industry, pain, disappointment, diagnosis, and a faith that stayed strong. Bianca, I mean, the song, Nothing Comes Close to You, is that birthed out of everything that is your life?
Yeah, that's my true story.
Yeah.
That is who I am. That's how God molded me until this moment right now.
Wow. What can we say? We want to hear the song now because the song is now very real. I'm getting so many wonderful comments here on our Facebook as well of people just blown away. Your testimony of Arno and Aito in the Yetta, despite everything. Wow, someone says that is our God, mighty and awesome. Someone else jumping on you and saying, sure, listening in, amazing. So thanks for sharing your story, Bianca. Really, it's touching people's hearts this morning. And I mean, if you can, I don't know, it's we don't want to say that we all have to struggle, although we all do, but it all looks different. It's got to be for a reason, right, Bianca? If it can encourage somebody else, if it can help other people to see the goodness of God despite, I mean, that's really a life well lived, right? If it points to Jesus.
That's all I want to do. I don't have the capability to preach. I've started last year in church singing in our praise and worship.
Nice.
And that's where the journey started, as moving closer to God, standing again on stage with a microphone in my hand. And that's where I felt the presence of God. And I've got the voice, I've got the gift. And I always use this thing. I carry a necklace around my neck with
Mm.
the mustard seed inside it.
Yes.
And if my song, that little bit can give you the faith and the guidance and to believe again and bring healing, just a little bit like the mustard seed,
Yeah.
then I think I've done my job.
Wow. We want to follow your journey. I mean, the stuff you're doing from your experiences, from your faith. How can we follow you? We want to hear your music and see what you're up to. How can we follow you and how can we get your music?
So right now, all my handlers got the same name from Instagram, Facebook till TikTok. It's Bianca Music,
Uh huh.
and I've got my website just launched yesterday.
Awesome.
So it's www.bianca with a hyphen music.com.
Bianca-music.com. Don't miss that. And you can get her music on all those digital platforms: Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube, Deezer, Spotify.
Yes.
So go and get all of that there. I can at least tell you that. And we've got the song. It's on our playlist. You're about to hear it. Bianca, thank you for your story. Thank you for your faith. Thank you for your sharing the story of resilience despite everything. And you are still standing to be used by God, and the best is yet to come.
Thank you so much for your time, Brad.
Yeah, what an absolute pleasure. Bianca, you take care. You look after yourself and your beautiful family. And let's go listen to that song because I'm plumb out of time. I have to greet you and I have to say,